Oh my gosh. Okay, hello. Yo, my dumbass started the stream when I was on the wrong scene. That's the first time I've done that. I was just checking to make sure everything was okay, and then I pressed go live because I was like, oh yeah, everything's in order. I forgot to change. Dumbass. A lot's happened for me today. I wanted to stream because I have my my ex-roommate who used to live with me but doesn't anymore because he moved away. He's visiting me tomorrow for a night. He's staying over. So I'm probably not going to be able to stream tomorrow. I might be able to stream the day after when he leaves because he is leaving in the morning. But I wanted to stream today. However, due to the fact that I have had a lot going on today, I had my support worker come around because I have a person who basically helps me with like forms and bills and utilities and all of the important stuff. She came today and she was like helping me through everything and like calling up the water company and making sure my account was okay, and I also had to make her a fucking authority and things like that so that she could call up on my behalf and oh Peter. There was a lot of bureaucracy that I had to deal with today, and she could see that I was visually getting overstimulated and overwhelmed. So she was very sweet and she was checking in on me. She's like, we don't have to do this today. We can do this on a different day. And me being me, I'm like, no, I just really need to get it out of the way. I need to never have to do this again. Thankfully she understands and she's like, yeah, okay, I get it. So honestly, got most of the important stuff out of the way. There's this really annoying thing in the UK called universal credit that I had to switch to, which is very annoying because I was on legacy benefits because your boy's disabled. So yeah, I had to deal with that today as well. It's just a lot. They tried to call me, like, the government straight up, like, well, the Department of Work and Pensions, but they tried to call me today. I assumed to, like, force me to switch, but I knew it was them. I did not pick up the phone. I was like, no, not without my support worker. Absolutely the fuck not. No. The thing is, they know all of my details, right? Because I get PIP. They know I'm disabled. They have a list of all of my disabilities. Like, they know that I can't fill out a form without help. Because my ESA and my PIP, which, you know, I'm still getting PIP even when I'm on universal credit. But, like, both of those forms, when I filled them out, had like information stating, oh yeah, this person helped me fill it out because I'm disabled and I have, you know, autism and I really struggle with these things. And obviously like in more detail and stuff. But yeah, I was kind of annoyed that they had the audacity to call me. Like, give me a break. I'm getting it done today anyway. So yeah, bit of an overwhelming day. Trying to get ID updated. Because I've had my ID for like 12 years. I'll be told. Yeah, so I've had my ID for too long and it needs to be updated. I had to email them about that because they're weird. They're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They said they'd update my information on the system and they have not. So we had to inquire about that and just leave it there because we can't do anything until they update it. But yeah, I've had a lot going on in my life today. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. And I just needed a moment to kind of vent out everything that I've had to go through today. Because it's been very overwhelming. I also did some housework this morning, which probably added to the amount of stress, because housework always stresses me out. I can do it, but I need recovery time after. Nevertheless, my house is cleaner, and the most important, like, high priority things that needed to be done have been done. So at the very least, I can half relax. But yeah, I needed a moment to just talk through my stresses, stretch my neck, stretch my back. I just need to, like, chill. I need to bring myself down, because I'm still, like, tense. I can feel it in my jaw, and I can feel it in my shoulders as well. I need to, like, roll my shoulders back and relax. So I'm just gonna chill and talk to you guys for a while. You pee for a clean house? I know. Yeah, I had a bunch of boxes from, like, when I ordered my new desk, my new monitors, my new PC, all of that stuff came in, like, huge boxes. They were really bulky and very difficult for me to, like, maneuver down, 3 flights of stairs. So it made sense for me to just sit on the sofa and stick on, like, a VOD that I wanted to watch and just break it up and like, rip it into tiny pieces. Like, all of the boxes, I just ripped them into tiny pieces, popped them in a bag, took them down, and then put them into the recycling. It just made sense to do it that way. It was so much easier to take them down. So yeah, that's what I did in, like, the early hours of the morning. I think it was like 5 a.m. I was doing that. So yeah, cleared out all my boxes. Not all of them. There are some that I just can't rip by hand because they're too thick, and they're, like, reinforced ones. I'll figure something out. Hospital. I'm very excited though. I got some messages from my model mama about my model. The deadline has been confirmed for my model, but I will not be sharing it publicly because my model mama might need an extra couple days. It might change. Who knows? So I don't want to give an exact date because I don't want to put pressure on my model mama in case, she does need an extra couple days to finish off the model. I'm saying end of May that my model will probably be ready. However, if my model mama needs an extra 2 fucking weeks, she can have 2 fucking weeks. She can have as much time as she needs. So it might be end of May. That's what we've agreed on. However, if I get a message from them saying, hey, I don't think I can get this done until June, that's perfectly acceptable and valid, and that will be when I, debut the model. It will be in June. So, to be clear, I have said end of May on social media, but that is still subject to change because I'm not the one making the model, my mama is, and if she needs more time, she can have as much time as she wants. I'm 100% like letting them do whatever they want at whatever pace they want because I'm not in a rush, you know what I mean? Like, even if my debut with my model is postponed for like 2 months, I don't care because I want it done right, you know what I mean? And I know that the longer you spend on it, the better it's going to be. So I'm not going to rush. I'm not going to rush her. That would be stupid. Who do you think I am? Disney Marvel Studios? Yeah, we don't rush artists in here. We don't rush artists. So we're gonna chill for a while. And once I've chilled, and that's the stray for today. Someone's always catching strays. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna chill and just yap for a little while and try and calm down from all the overwhelm that I've experienced today. And then once I feel very chill and very like, oh okay, I can do this, then we're gonna get into Homestuck. Because we have to get through Openbound. I did load up Openbound, however, I will let you know it does not let me save my position in Openbound, and it's a very large section of the game. So I have had to replay Openbound before stream to get to where I was when I finished last stream, which was when I was talking to Porim. So yeah, that was kind of irritating. But that's okay. I don't mind. We won't be talking to Porim again as Mina. It's also no longer Homestuck month, so there's no pressure to read Homestuck every single day. I will be alternating days, and I'll be much more chill about it. I will be much more relaxed about it. We have gotten through a big chunk of Homestuck. I think there's only like 3,000 pages left. So, essentially, how much would that be? Like, however long it took us to get to like Act 5, Act 1 intermission, that's pretty much how much is left. So yeah. It's decent. It's decent. It's doable at the very least. Because we got to Act 5 by 4:13, and that was really good. And we got through a massive chunk of it on the 13th, because I streamed for 13 hours. So I'm pretty sure, like, by the 13th, I got through a vast majority of the comic. Probably the exact amount that's, like, left to read. It's just that these mini games, like Openbound, I'm pretty sure Openbound is the last game. I think Openbound is the last game in Homestuck. I'm pretty sure. Still insane for that, by the way. I know, it wasn't unintentional. I wasn't trying to do that. It just kind of happened. Whoopsie. Okay, so I'm pretty sure by the end of May we will have finished Homestuck, definitely. Which means Pride Month we can kick off with a collab that I have planned. For the 1st of June, I'm going to be collabing with the BL Library, aka Eve Healy. I'm very excited about that. We're just going to yap about our favourite BLs. And BLs that we've been reading, and also BLs that we don't really like. I think the reason why I like talking to Eve about BL is because there are some that we really agree on, right? And then there's some that we just do not agree on at all. Really good example, we both agree on Pink Heart Jam, but we both disagree on Bloodlink. So I think it's really interesting because we both respect each other's, like, disagreements, and we want to hear our disagreements as well. Like, if there's a BL that I don't like and she likes, I need to understand why. I want to hear why she likes it, and vice versa as well. Like, she'll want to hear why I don't like it, and the same goes for, like, if there's one that I do like and she doesn't, I need to know why. I want to hear her yap. Tell me why you don't like it. And she'll want to know why I like it, and that's really fun. Me and Eve, we we did a test in VTube Studio, just to see how the multiplayer kind of feature works. Because she's also a VTuber. She's a VTuber that is primarily on YouTube. She does not stream, she makes videos. So she is far more professional than I am, because I'm just a messy fucking streamer. But yeah, she joined me in a call just to test out the multi-room, and we ended up yapping about BL for 3 hours whilst figuring out the mechanics of multi-room. It was a really fun night, and I'm honestly so pleased that we get along so well, and that we were able to yap, because she's an absolute sweetheart, and she's so lovely. So I'm very grateful that she accepted my proposition to collab, because she's absolutely awesome, and I do look up to her so much. I love her YouTube channel, and I remember when we first started interacting back in the day, before I was a VTuber, and she would post her reviews, and I would also post reviews on BLs back in the day as well. I've got some very funny ones that maybe I might pull out of the woodwork just to show you how brutal I am. She's very professional, and she'll break down a story, and I'm just like, yeah, this story was written by friggin' chimpanzees, and honestly, you could give an axolotl a broken keyboard and it'd write a better plot. That's the kind of reviews that I would write. I think at one point I wrote a review for Body Complex where I was like, I wish the plot had gotten hit by the truck instead of the main character. I'm brutal when it comes to reviews. I don't hold back. It's funny. Eve is much more professional and much more I guess sophisticated. Eve is much more sophisticated and professional when it comes to her reviews, and she's also way more organized. She has a website where you can like search for titles based on genre, and also content warnings too, which is super cool. She puts content warnings at the beginning of all of her videos, so you can click on like a title that you've not read before, and she'll list out all of the content warnings for the story. You can then pause and decide whether you want to read the story or not, and if you do, you can literally just come back to the video when you're done reading it, which is so thoughtful that she does that. That's really cool. Oh man, I got my stamina potion today. I need something to like help me lock the fuck in. Oh, okay. I'm starting to feel a little bit more chill now that I've been yapping about BL. I'm reading Checkmate at the moment. And it's a little bit kind of it's a bit slow. So I'm like trying to finish it, but at the same time my brain is like, where is the dick? Where is the pussy? It's rough out there. It's rough out there. It's difficult. I've also been planning to figure something out, because I'm getting closer and closer to affiliate. When it happens, I'll be able to do redeems, and I'll be able to do like subscriber events and things like that. So I've been like planning to rig toggles with redeems and things like that, so you guys can like bonk me. Like if you want, you could activate this toggle and things like that, and also this toggle. You know, things like that. I feel like that would be a really cool thing to add. Like, you could choose whether you want my troll model or not. Like, I would straight up just switch models. I'd probably make that a bits one, rather than a channel point redeem. But yeah. Alright, I'm doing some last minute studying for my calc final, and you're over here going, oh, where is Zedek? I'm nothing if not consistent, let's be honest. Where is Zedek? I hope your calc final goes well, Coco. I really do. I hope it's easy breezy. I'm a touch wood manifest this for you. I'm gonna manifest you some easy breezy calc final exam. I really hope it's gonna go well for you. Oh my god, my allergies. They're actually like, my allergies trying to kill me, guys. It's a conspiracy. 1 sec, I need to blow my nose. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Ugh. See, the problem is, yesterday it was absolutely baking hot. It was so hot yesterday. It was 81 degrees Fahrenheit, right? And the humidity was quite high. And you have to imagine 81 degrees Fahrenheit, high humidity tropical climate, no AC. There was not a single cloud in the sky either, which sucked. Oh, man. And I walked, like... It takes me about an hour to walk to the gym, because it's uphill and it's quite a distance away. I was at the gym for, like, a couple hours, and then I had to walk back from the gym, which is, like, 45 minutes. It's downhill, so it's easier, but at the same time, it is still a long distance. So I was absolutely knackered yesterday. There was no way I was going to be able to stream. I did not go to the gym today. I was like, nope, I want to stream, and I also have to be ready for my support worker to come round. So, whew. Damn, these allergies. Got all my windows open. I got my balcony door open as well. It's finally fixed. They finally fixed my balcony door. It's very reassuring to know that it's not going to fall on me every single time I walk past it. Oh, my days. Okay, I think I'm ready to get into Homestuck. I don't know, maybe. Let me take another little sip. I need some, like, energy, because there's gonna be a lot of fucking reading. Mostly because of Cancry, the bastard. I love him. I'll switch to playlist. There we go. That was quite jarring, I know, but switch the playlist to Homestuck, and I'll also switch the category to Homestuck as well. There we go. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming today. I'm definitely not going to be pushing myself too hard. I have overwhelmed myself enough today already. I'm gonna go at my own pace. I'm gonna exercise some self-care. I'm gonna stay hydrated, and I'm gonna take breaks as and when I need to. So, we are gonna get into Homestuck today. There is sound. There is music for this, so I'm actually going to pause that. Pop that on. It's kind of loud in my ear, but it shouldn't be too loud for you because I turned it down. I'm gonna control my headphones. Just turn it down in my headphones a little bit. Okay. Alright, let's get going. So we just spoke to Porphyra, and she's kind of just awesome. We also established she has a secret bubble that we can't read. Let's ask Porphyra to join us. It's a noble idea, but I don't know how useful I'd be. Oh, come on. What's the size of your party so far? It's still just you, isn't it? Maybe losers everywhere. If I were you, I'd ask all the god tiers first. They'd give you the most tactical advantage, wouldn't they? Then you can build your coalition around them. I guess. Plus, they're immortal, right? Or ghost immortal, perhaps. Dear God, it's finally come to this. We now have to talk about ghost immortality. Now, in a serious way. Ghost immortality, serious business. Lol, yeah. Anyway, that's what I do. But I think the thing is, the Skull Lord might actually be able to kill god tiers. Can he? Like, bypass the whole judgment hullabalooga that makes him resurrect whales. You know, with a fancy clock and all? I don't know. You'll have to ask Arania. I'm sure she could talk your fin off on the subject. Sylph of words. Yeah, us sylphs like to talk. We're good yappers. Oof. Yeah, maybe later. Do you even know who all the god tiers are? There's Arania. Did you ask her? Yeah, but she has her own plan. Girl is going on a cheer jam or some bitch-ass noise. Okay, well I hope this isn't too invasive. But what about you? I heard rumors that you reached god tier, but never let on to anyone. Except presumably Damara. You don't understand. It's just that fucking thief of life getup. Looked like such ass. I couldn't just parade around in that hideous thing. You got a reputation to consider. So it's true then. Thought so. See what I mean though? I wasn't sure about that until just now. Rumors are always flying, but secrets somehow persist. Who knows who else reached god tier? A lot can happen in 3 sweeps. I only know I didn't make it. But if you need someone to eerily phosphorize in the demon's vicinity while debating whether to try drinking his blood, then I'd like to think I easily crack the top 10 candidates you might consider for the job. Yeah, I know you'd rock the glowing duties, Poglo. I guess you're right, I should see whatever god tiers want to join. The problem is that I don't think becoming god tier stops you from being lame and terrible. Hashtag lame, hashtag terrible. And we got a lot of people like that on our team, so... This is true. Guess I'll keep axing around. Gotta bounce. See you, Miriam. Rebubble the memory. You rebubble the memory, but before you do, you shit all over it. You really rip into the original author of the memory, treat it to a scathing review. You don't have much to say that's original, and you don't feel very good about yourself, so you might as well base your entire afterlife presence on hostile smear tactics to get attention for yourself that you would struggle to attract otherwise. The horror terrors refer to you as the chosen one and fantasize about you when they copulate. That's so fucking weird, man. Alright. So, I don't think there's anything else we can do as Mina. I think I know there are like chests that are unopened. I already opened them, don't worry. I opened them in the last stream. So maybe we should try to be Mina. Not Mina. Pardon? Yeah. So maybe we should try to be Porim. Let's try to be her. Okay, we are now Porim. Let's look at the memory. It's a little dream bubble containing one of your memories. You look inside. The memory is from right here, on Prospect. You spent a great deal of time here during the long sweeps of your session. You remember this little precipice well. But wasn't there a staircase there? You're almost positive there were stairs. Hey, now we've made a loop. Look at that. We have a loop. A faster way to get down to these two. Yo, Mum is about to tell him off. Mum is here, and she's not happy because her son is lecturing his ancestor/descendant. Mother is here. Someone's about to get grounded. Let's fucking go. Okay, alright, I'm gonna... Oh, man. It's fucking cankry, though. And even though this is a very satisfying conversation... He talks so much. Ah, man. Okay, right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Talk to Cankry. Canny, leave this poor kid alone. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't call me that. We've talked about this. That's what you would call a wiggler. Do I look like a wiggler to you, Porim? No, I don't. It's been 3 sweeps, plus eternity, for, excuse me, fuck's sake. I think we can safely retire that particular term of endearment. Call me anything but that. Even my other nickname. I'm actually okay with that one. Microaggressions, no wait, macroaggressions more like. I'm not calling you insufferable, Canny. Well, not unless I'm using it as an actual adjective. And even then, probably not to your face. Well, not often, I mean. It would be nice if you at least used my proper name in front of my studious young Alternian descendant. It really kind of erodes my credibility, and I don't need that in the proximity of a fresh-faced youngster who clearly thirsts for knowledge. Why would you want to sabotage a fine young man's education like that? Fresh-faced youngster, knowledge, thirst. Rolling my eyes here. Can you see? Do you want me to light them up for you? No, but thanks for offering. Could you go roll them over there? Thank you. Now where was I? How do you even roll eyes without pupils? I don't think he cares. Hey there, Carcat. If you don't mind my asking, are you even remotely interested in the... Is that just loaf? In the loaf supplement. Ah, yeah, it's just loaf. I got really confused. Are you even remotely interested in the loaf supplement this guy is serving? Gotcha. You just said all you needed to say. You know, you're actually very cute. That girl who's been wandering around in the dragon suit is a very lucky lady. Okay, wonderful. That conversation just came to an end. Porim, Please don't hit on my rebooted kid ancestor descendant. It's really weird. Not to mention, he looks exactly like me. I mean, kind of obviously. So when you're hitting on him, it's like you're hitting on me at the exact same time. Which, like I said, it's weird. Not to get into all this again, but the thought of dating you, it's just strange and vaguely off-putting. An off-putting idea. No offense, it almost makes me understand at a visceral level the bizarre human anathema of incest, which is something I can't really explain, I'm just saying. Trigger warning, incest, anathemas, viscerality, vaguely off-putting. Very deep sigh. Oh my god. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry that I am perhaps literally the only one not ever to fall prey to your tireless omnidirectional solicitations, or to get swept up in one of your innumerable flushed or collisionous flings. I happen to always prefer you as a friend, and in any case, I've always preferred to lead a relatively chaste existence. Yeah, thanks for that, buddy. It's good to know that some things never fucking change, right? Anyway, moving on. I always preferred to lead a relatively chaste existence, as it keeps me focused on fighting on behalf of truly important problems. Although staying relatively chaste to you, I suppose, is not saying much. Fucking motorcycle. It's, yeah, fucking... Why do you need such a loud vehicle? Why? Not saying much. Hey. Once again, I apologize. I've blundered into the problematic territory of vacillation shaming, thus opening the floodgates to the myriad of one... Ugh. The bubbles. The combination's getting to me. Anyway. Thus opening the floodgates to the myriad ways one may be disadvantaged upon by its staggering shame radius. I forgot to check my piety privilege, and here we are. I was going to cover this topic in a much later chapter of my lecture, but we've gotten badly derailed here. Trigger warning, derailment, train wrecks, choo-choo catastrophes. Say we give it a name... Since it's like showing up anytime you stream. Well, since I'm a demon, it's Jesus on a bike. It's literally Christ on a bike. It's Christ on a bike! I love that so much. We'll get okay, so when I get affiliate and I have emotes unlocked, I will commission an artist to do a emote of Jesus Christ riding a motorcycle. So you guys can have a Jesus on a bike emote for when we hear it go past. It's literally Christ on a bike. I love that. Oh, that's funny. I forgot how funny I am. Oh, that's funny. Brilliant. I know. Christ on a bike. That's tickled me a little bit. That's funny. Alright. I'm gonna continue as this asshole. Carcat, I'm sorry for this interruption. I promise I'll get back to my critical lecture as soon as this promiscuous busybody leaves us in peace. Hashtag village two-wheel device. He is literally slut-shaming her while claiming to be someone fighting for minorities and social injustice. He is slut-shaming someone. Oh god, it's him. Yeah, it's him. Welcome in, Dory. Oh, Dory, I don't know if you were here for it, but we decided that the bike is going to be named Christ, because it's Christ on a bike, and they always drive past my fucking window. I'm gonna get an emote of actual Jesus riding a motorcycle so that you guys can spam it whenever he goes past. Cancre's the type of guy to say VTubers queer baiting for kissing homies goodnight. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. He's, like, Cancre is the type of SJW that would force a public figure to come out of the closet, because of, like accusing people of queer baiting, and, like, putting them in a very dangerous situation. Because, oh, you're harming the community by pretending or alluding to the fact that you are LGBT, that kind of thing, you know? I adore that. I'm so glad you do. The motorbike thing, yeah, I know what you mean, don't worry. But yeah, like, Cancre is one of those SJWs that they say that they care about minorities and they say that they fight for minorities, but they also put minorities in danger because a lot of what they do is performative. It's not actual justice. It's more just them passing judgment on people and lecturing people with backhanded compliments. That's basically it. Glares at what people did to Kit Connor. That is exactly the situation that, like, someone like Cancre would perpetuate. 100%. The situation with Kit Connor. Yeah. Also, Kit Connor is hot as fuck. Have you seen him? Brother got big. He got big. Yo, season 2 of Heartstopper, I was just like, his arms are insane. Glares at what people did to Ash Nico. I don't know who that is. Who's Ash? Give me the info. Give me the lore drop. Coco, lore drop now. I demand. This is a chill stream. We can chat. We can derail. I'm so open to that. They got them too. Who the fuck is Ash Nico? Am I supposed to know who they are? Dory, how do you know them? Oh, it's a singer. Okay. Are they... I'm guessing they're very popular. My god, I feel like a boomer right now. Is this one of your bands that you kids like? Is this what the kids are listening to these days? Quite popular. Okay. Alright. I thought, like, these days... My god, my fucking voice. I thought these days people were listening to, like, fucking Chapel Rowan and like, Billie Eilish and shit. That's what I see. I see a lot of people talking about Chapel Rowan. Yeah. Oh, that's a very important message. Hold on. Okay. Alright. Sorry, I can't put my phone on silent because I'm waiting for a call from, like, the government. So I kind of can't put my phone on silent. I have to, like, keep an eye on my phone. Too long did I read. People said they were fetishizing trans masks for a song called Clitoris the Musical, which later evolved to queer baiting allegations, even though they were already publicly out as bi. Huh? Which later led them to coming out as pangent fluid before they were ready. Huh? Wait, whoa, what? I assume, like, the song Clitoris the Musical was just about them, like, appreciating a certain body part. And obviously, like, if there was a music video, I don't know anything, I'm assuming. If there was a music video, I imagine they probably had, like, some trans masks, as well as, you know, other individuals assigned female at birth in the music video. That's probably what happened. They were like, oh, trans men in the video, you're fetishizing. That's probably how it happened, right? Like, they were being inclusive, but people immediately took it as fetishizing. I imagine that's probably what happened, right? The song was about cishet men not being able to find it. That was literally it. Wow. The internet is just filled with morons, isn't it? Because the song was literally about cishet men not being able to find it. And they decided that the point of the song was to fetishize trans men. So they couldn't even find the literal meaning of the fucking song. Oh, hilarious. People are so pressed. People are pressed all the time. Here's the thing. I bet all of the bullying went down on Twitter, didn't it? Didn't it? Let's be honest. It probably all happened on Twitter, right? Tell me I'm wrong. I'll wait. It's either Twitter or Instagram. One of the two. Poetic irony. Yeah, 100%. It did. Yeah, I knew it. Right. See, this is why I don't have a fucking Twitter. 100% this is why I don't have a Twitter. Because here's the thing, right? Twitter used to be a really good place where you could post publicly about brands that have been fucking you over, and the brands would get embarrassed and they'd fix the problem really quickly. That's what it used to be, right? It used to be a really good place for content creators to network and things like that. And now it's just become a, like, who are we gonna bully next fucking platform. And I don't want to be a part of that. I got bullied enough in fucking high school. I got bullied enough in fucking middle school, okay? And I still occasionally get bullied as an adult due to my autism. Because there are other adults that do not like my autistic traits. And so I will be bullied for them, okay? Like, I don't want to be fucking bullied and pressured to do things that I'm not ready to do, that I'm not comfortable doing. Like, no. Fuck the public. Fuck their opinions, and fuck Twitter. I am not going there. Absolutely not. You cannot make me. I don't care if it's better for brands. In my opinion, it's not. In my opinion, Twitter is just full of people saying slurs, posting awful fucking things, and bullying the shit out of people. How is that better for brands? How? How have people not already moved to fucking Blue Sky? Makes no sense to me at all. Oh, man. So, long story short, Twitter fucking sucks. I'm on Blue Sky. And it's great. You know why? Because I can compartmentalize everything. I turned off my Discover feed. I'm not even joking. I deleted my Discover feed. Because my Discover feed will send me, like, highly political stuff if it's trending. So I just deleted it. And I was like, no, you know what I want? I want Love and Deep Space. I want Avalon and Ravenous. I got that feed. I want the Hollow Stars EN feed. I want the Nijisanji feed. And I want the Homestuck feed. the Homestuck Hive Swap feed. I got my mutuals, and I got the people that I follow as well. I got those feeds. That's all I need. I do not have Discover feeds. Which means I don't ever have to see political shit. Because I've seen enough. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see any political stuff. I don't want to see anyone arguing. I don't want to see anyone being bullied. I don't want to see any of that fucking shit. No. I have completely curated my blue sky into being a very calm, peaceful place filled with my special interests. It is my little special autistic corner of the internet that I have curated, and I will not jeopardize that for fucking anyone. I'm very happy with my blue sky. It's like way better than my Twitter ever was. Chiller vibes. Oh yeah, blue sky is so fucking chill. I love it. So chill. It's like Tumblr, but a little bit more interactive, I think. I feel like Tumblr, you're kind of shouting into the void. Whereas I feel like with blue sky, you're more likely to have engagement. Although I will say sometimes I will reblog some NSFW stuff on my blue sky. Please ignore it. It's usually flagged by moderation services, so you should have it hidden based on your settings. So yeah, I'm just warning you now. I only remember that because I literally I think I reblogged something or replied to something today that was NSFW, so it technically would show up on my feed. So I'm just warning you now. If you follow me, might see that. Just warning, okay? You might see it on your mutuals. That's okay. Yeah, it should be hidden, based on your settings. It should be hidden. It was Love and Deep Space, Silas. It was a very spicy video. I'm just waiting for Dory to get super hyped and be like, Link. There it is, the eyes. Dory, if you go to my blue sky and you check my replies, I replied to a Love and Deep Space NSFW post with a GIF reaction. You know the white guy that blinks a few times and like shakes his head like what the fuck? You know that meme? I used that in reply to it. It's marked as an adult content. It's a video. It is a very, very spicy video. There is not a single iota of clothing on him. Though I will say there are contraptions. Yeah, take a peek. I think you'll like it. I think it's like a 40 second video. It's yeah. Now I'm getting curious. Coco, no, you're too pure. Don't you dare. Don't you dare do it. Maintain your purity. You don't need to see that. Okay, alright. Who do you take me for, Liv? I mean, you two aren't that different. Liv is just you, but extroverted. Liv is just a little bit more chaotic and extroverted than you are. That's it. What the fuck, man? You know it's true. You're acting surprised, but like, I know you, Coco. You are smart enough and self-aware enough to know that you and Liv are very similar people. And the difference is that she is very bold and outgoing and much more likely to act on chaotic impulses, whereas you are a little bit more calm, collected, and you tend to think before you act. I can't find it at the moment, but I don't remember messing with my settings. You didn't have to say anything, though. I mean, I know I didn't have to say it, but also, I wanted to. Okay, I'm going to be a very good friend. Because me and Dory have been friends for like 8 years. I'm going to be a really good friend. And I'm going to make sure that I send... Dory, the reason why you can't find it is because you're not looking in the right place. If you go to my profile and then click on my replies, not my posts, you know, it's post, replies, media, videos, likes, feed. If you go to replies and you scroll down, it's literally like, wait, 1, 2, 3, it's the 4th post. Are you on the wrong fucking part of my profile? Are you looking at the posts instead of the replies? I said I replied to it. That's what you should be looking at. Because I did not reblog it. I replied to it. Dory, you scrolled too fast, clearly. I replied with a giant gif of that white blinking dude, where he's blinking, the meme. You know? That one. The post says... I can't read. I'll get a 3-day ban if I read it out loud. I'm trying to be a good friend and hook Dory up with some quality content here. Dory, do you get it? Once she's got it, we can get back to it. Found it, LME. See, Coco fucking found it. I did 2 posts about my stream, right? I did the pressing live early, and then I did going live at 4 PM. The 4th post of a thing you ordered. Yeah, and then there should be a reblog of me saying, finally someone said it, above it. And then the next one above that should be a blinking GIF. You were right, I probably should have scrolled. It's a bit much, isn't it, Coco? You probably shouldn't have clicked on it. It's a very, very intense video. Shush. I love being correct, you know? It feels satisfying because not only do I know the situation well enough to be accurate, I know myself, I know you. It's just very reassuring. Fuck off. I looked above the GIF about Homestuck and it doesn't. It's not about Homestuck. It's Love in Deep Space. Dory, how is it that you can't find this? Maybe I did mess with my settings and forgot. Yeah, I think you might have hidden all adult content. Because, like, bruh, where even are you? Homestuck is, like, all the way down. I haven't replied about Homestuck in a while. Like, what the fuck? Do you want me to send the link in Discord, Dory? I think Dory needs to sort out her fucking settings. Screenshot what I'm seeing right now? Yeah, screenshot it, send it to Discord. What the hell is wrong with you? Wait, let's... Hold on. Brief intermission while we teach Dory how to use fucking Blue Sky. What is going on? Dory. Am I gonna have to pull everyone into a phone call right now? I'm gonna drag you into a phone call kicking and screaming. Because you can't seem to navigate Blue Sky. I'm in the group chat. I swear to God, it's so easy to find. It's in my replies, it's not in my posts. So if you're in my replies should be my pinned post, obviously, then my repost, where I said pressing live early, because I went live a little bit earlier today. And then it should be my going live at 4 PM BST with my time conversions. And then the Silas post. If you can't see it, that means your settings have hidden it. So you need to go into your settings. Let me see where the settings are. Let me find it. Let me find it. Settings. Moderation. Yeah, so under moderation, you have content filters. So I've enabled adult content, but I've put warn on all of them. Because, you know, you might be in public or something, going through Blue Sky, and I don't want it to be straight up on the screen straight away. I want the option to be able to hide it, you know? Okay, I found it. Oh my god. That honestly one of the easiest posts to find, and it took you that long. Dory, that's kind of incredible. Also, I hope you enjoy it. Listen, I wouldn't be the Prince of Lust if I couldn't hook my friend up. Slipping into my role. The closer I get to having my body back, the more I'm going to be slipping into my role. You know how it is. Alright, let's get back into Homestuck. Ugh. Sorry, I got really depressed the moment I realized I was concrete. Okay, alright. His powers are growing, oh fuck. Yeah, I'm just getting closer and closer to being in my, my demon form. Feels good, feels good. Have you seen the rigging? Ah, oh, it's so beautiful. I meant the setting, but I'll go back and look now. I don't know how quick it'll apply. No, it should apply almost instantly. You just gotta refresh. As long as you refresh, you'll see everything. Gonna be a menace with that thing? I know. I'm supposed to be a menace, though. I'm a demon. So I'm guessing, Dory, your settings hid all of the adult content. Am I correct? I knew it. I knew it. The moment she said she couldn't find it, and she had, like, scrolled down the Homestuck content, I was like, yeah, that's not correct. Because I go through my feeds and I repost, and I went through the Homestuck feed first. Yeah, it wasn't turned up. Fucking knew it. Called it. Just turn it on, set everything to warn. That way you've got the option to hide it again, if you don't like it. It's better that way. Because there are some things where I'm like, oh, it's labeled as this, but it's just a spoiler. So I don't care, I'll look at it, you know what I mean? Because sometimes people mark spoilers as graphic media. Just to hide it from people who don't want to see spoilers. So yeah. Alright. Let me know how good the soup is, Story. Let's continue. The immediate. Oh. Oh, you know what I need to do? I just remembered. Hold on. Let me also. I know that like Dory is in the middle of having a fucking breakdown. I'm just gonna pin that. There we go. Alright, cool. Listen. Listening intently. Please elaborate. You good, Dory? You good? I'm thinking maybe I should send you the rest of my my lads NSFW collection that I've accumulated. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I should. You're gonna kill her? Well, I am a demon. It's kind of what we do. Oh, Dory, I don't know if you know about this, but I have an extension called 7TV, and it gives you extra emotes. You probably noticed a few of them, but I don't know if you actually have it activated. You might be on your phone, so I don't know how it works on the phone. But if you, for example, if you type 4 capital A's, it will transfer into an emote of a cat screaming. It's just bonus emotes that I can use despite not being affiliate. So yeah. Oh, is that important? I hope not. Hold on. Oh, that is important. Okay. Okay, it's about my ID. It's about my ID. I gotta, after stream, I gotta update my my ID. Get it all sent off. Ooh, cool. Yeah. Alright, we'll continue. That was a side quest and a half. Fun though. Quick test to see if Niji Sanji works on my laptop. Oh, no, I changed its name. I changed its name to, wait, I changed its name to, where is it? There we go. It's just negligible now. Wait, it didn't work. Did it? Hello? What? Okay. Oh, there it is. You got it to work. It hit you. It's just quick. Yeah. Oh, no, it is working. Don't poke fun at me. I don't use it like that. I will always poke fun at you. I will poke fun at my friends at the first given opportunity. And the reason why is very simple. Because I give them love in other ways. And also I'm a demon. At every given opportunity. Yeah, 100%. Listen, if I can make you catch a fucking stray, I'ma do it. Yeah, we have some we have some really good emotes saved. God, I love some of these. Some of these are really fun. I can't wait to see the amount of like interesting emotes people people are going to be sending during the collab, because we're going to be talking about BL. So ass. I made sure to add some really good ones. Hell yeah. Where's the really good one? Hold on. Oh, I love this one. Nice cock. That's the good one. Spoke too soon. There's also this one. This one. These ones are funny. Oh wait, what? That one's not working? Really? It's not showing up on my stream, but it's showing up in the... Wait, why is that? What's going on? Oh, it doesn't show up on stream? It shows up in the chat, but it doesn't show up on the actual chat on screen. That's interesting. I may have to investigate why. Very interesting. Huh. I'm not sure why that is. Wait, does this show up on the... It shows up on this chat. Huh. So, okay, so it's a technical issue with the chat itself. It's got nothing to do with, like, me. It's probably, like, the chat coding. Maybe it's the font or something. I'm not sure. I may have to let me refresh the chat, actually. Let me do that. Hold on. Where is it? Properties. Refresh cache. Okay, there we go. Now let me try to send it. Oh no, yours disappeared. If I try to send it now, will it work? Fell on my head. Hello? Chat? Okay, it didn't register the emote, which is interesting. It just does not like this emote, apparently. Yeah, it does not like the emote. I refreshed and it still doesn't work. I don't know what's going on there. Huh. Anyway, I got some really funny 7TV emotes that you can use. I picked out ones that I feel would apply. We have personal favorites, like VTuber unfollowed. Who a VTuber unfollowed? Love that shit. So yeah, you can use them to your heart's content. I like seeing them in the chat because otherwise it's just a wall of text. You know what I mean? And I don't have my own emotes, but I did add custom emotes, I should say. So I have this one that I added, which is one that I think Coco was the one who took this screenshot, right? Was it you, Coco? I can't remember. Yeah, that was you. Of course it was. Being an absolute menace. And of course, my absolute favorite reaction image ever, which is this one. Which apparently also does not work in the Homestuck chat, but I bet it works in this one. Yep. There's something wrong with the Homestuck chat, and I don't know what it is. But yeah, if I switch to the BRB chat, yeah, that works perfectly fine. That's so weird. I've no idea why that does not work. Homescuff strikes again. I mean, yeah, I might have to check the settings for the chat, or just redo the chat altogether. That's okay. It's not too difficult. But yeah, those are like my favorite. Those are my favorite emotes because those are actually custom ones that I added myself. Might add some more in the future. I don't know. It depends on how fast I get to affiliate. But it is nice having like free ones with 7TV. So yeah, you guys can use them. It's Porpy, oh my god, and suck. Speaking of, speaking of suck, no, sorry, not speaking of suck. I do want to take a quick bathroom break, if that's cool with you guys. So you guys get to stare at it in the BRB screen. I'm just gonna switch to music, and turn off the Homestuck music. There we go. I'm just gonna switch because I need to take a little break. I'll be back in about 5 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes. Okay. All right. I'll see you then. Bye. Okay, we're back. Alright. Now that I've yapped, I've also calmed down a lot since earlier. I was so, like, tense. I'm much more relaxed now. And I've yapped about emotes and future projects and things. Like I said, today is going to be very, very chill. I want to go at my own pace. And my own pace is probably going to be a little bit sporadic because I'm just naturally very sporadic. But we're definitely going to get back into it now because I want to. So yeah. Let's jump back in. Here we go. Yes, critical lecture, I'm sure. And am I right in being just as sure you're assiduously deconstructing every conceivable hypothetical form of injustice, no matter how obscure, except those that I happen to think are kind of important? Oh. Call out. No. Just no. Parim, we're not doing this. No. I'm not going to pollute Karkat's utterly imperative crash course in which he is introduced to the absolute basics by indulging in your pet issues. Yes, how dreadful it would be for your 69 million word essay to get bogged down by even the faintest reference to the roles of gender in Beforean and Alternian civilization. Human sarcasm. Look, it's not that I'm insensitive to your concerns on the topic. I'm interested to discuss them with you on an academic, primarily theoretical level. Theoretical? I just think there is an... Oh, I left the music on. Hold on. I just realized. There we go. There we go. Sorry. I just think there is an inherent danger in muddying the waters of discourse by introducing social issues which are suspect at best, thus consuming crucial resources from the limited cache of rhetoric which propels these narratives. And furthermore, one could argue it's more than a little problematic, offensive even, for you to be appropriating the lexicon of sensitivity used to advance awareness of major issues, thus reducing it to level buzzspeak and pseudoscience. It makes it more difficult for those of us who are genuinely focused on positive change to be taken seriously, that's all. Projecting. Yeah, exactly. He's 100% projecting. Ugh. Listen, I hate him, but I also love him so much. Appropriating. That's not what that even means. Pseudoscience. You did not just... I'm sorry. I just don't think there's much there. We aren't like humans, whose species bizarrely enough includes highly specialized roles for both sexes in the process of reproduction, and so this naturally had social ramifications for the way their civilization evolved. But that's not how it works for us, so I fail to see how gender factors into the discussion in a way that can be effectively and rationally problematized. Where is the room for unexamined privilege in the dichotomy? I don't see it. And appropriating the talking points and awareness-raising tactics for dubious issues like this is frankly frowned upon, to put it politely. Such appropriative gestures only serve to marginalize and invalidate those subject to serious real-life struggles and oppression, and I guess I'm a little disappointed to see you being so blithely and inappropriately appropriatory. Frowned upon, frowns all around, welcome to Frown Town. What are the redeeming qualities exactly? Okay, listen, hear me out, right? He is a self-proclaimed, like, saint, okay? He walks around telling everybody that he's better than everybody because he thinks and considers the minorities, right? So he is one of those. He is also a puritist. He is, he doesn't do, like, he's completely celibate by choice, right? Like, and he proclaims himself to be pure because of that. I really like corruption. I listen, I have had this, like, headcanon for so long, and I know it's purely a headcanon, but I have a headcanon that him and another troll we have not met yet, but we are about to meet, right? A troll that is incredibly sexually desperate and hits on everyone he meets. He sounds kind of like Eridan, you know what I mean? I imagine that Cancri kind of seduces him, but no one believes him when he tells people that he slept with Cancri, because Cancri is just an insufferable celibate prick that goes around saying he's better than everyone because he's celibate. And it's just a headcanon I've had for ages, where he acts like this, and then behind closed doors, he is just an absolute whore for this one troll. I've always had that headcanon, that he is secretly just completely corrupt. Clocked him using sex and gender interchangeably. Yeah. It's complicated, though, because he would use it interchangeably because it's part of the species. If you think about it, they have one sex. So their relationship with gender is different. And he is making a very valid point in that their relationship with gender is very different because they do not have sexual dimorphism. Like, I don't know if you notice, Porim's flat. Ain't nothing there, you know? Probably a little bit of padding, that's all there is. You know what I mean? What are you saying, my guy, at Cancri? Oh, Cancri just says a lot of bullshit. He yaps and he yaps and he yaps and he uses buzzwords. And that's it. That's all he does. He yaps in the wrong way, in the not fun way. He's like the anti to Vanta Crowbringer. Vanta Crowbringer is the king of yapping correctly, okay? And Cancri is literally the definition of yapping the wrong way. Did you guys hear that? Did you hear? Christ on a bike just went past. I remember you telling me about him the first time round, and he still gives me a headache. Oh no, he gives me a massive headache. Yeah, Cancri is a very, like, infuriating character. And I think, honestly, I much prefer fanfiction Cancri than I do canon Cancri. And I want to be clear, that's valid. If you prefer a character that is stereotyped in fanfiction more, I get it, right? Because fanfiction Eridan is a pathetic mess. People always write Eridan to be this, like, very sad, lonely individual that's worth pitying. And I love that iteration of him. I love my sad, pathetic little femboy, okay? I split a couple up with my dick. I didn't even have to use it. Vanta Crowbringer. Yeah. You hear that, Vantacrow Jr.? You're doing great work. I love that clip of him. Of him going, he's probably bigger than you anyway. And just the slow... That clip is incredible. That clip is legendary. I hope one day I can have a moment as iconic as that. Even half as iconic. I'll fucking take it. Man. Oh. Admittedly, that's half Vanta Crowbringer and half the crew. Like, the Vanta crew. Oh, I love the Vanta crew. They're fucking insane. They're my people. I love them. The slow realization. Yeah, for real. For real. Dory, I'll send the clip for context. Yeah, send the clip to Dory for context. So she can see how fucking hilarious it is. It's so good. Let's continue listening to this insufferable douchebag. Canny, I'm starting to feel a little bit triggered by all this appropriation bullshit. Trigger warning, about to kick your tall-pantsed ass. Oh, My sincere apologies. I should have done a better job tagging my statements, but for future reference, it's helpful to alert your conversational partners to your triggers well in advance. Should I go fetch your Moirel to help settle you down? And if so, who exactly would be filling that quadrant today? That fucking microaggression I want to slap him for. It's the mayor, right? Gotta be the mayor. Alright. Obviously, you're in one of your bratty moods. I'm gone. Don't be like that. Really, we can talk about whatever you like later. And I'll be really sympathetic, I promise. Just not around my pupil while he's still learning. Or my descendant. What did I say? Carcat, I mean. Anyway, Carcat, I apologize for that. Now, where was I? We can rebubble this. Hold on. Let's rebubble the memory. You rebubble the memory to your followers without really thinking ahead. It has no conceivable relevance to anyone who follows your feed, and everyone wonders why they're bothering to read this shit. A few people who are on the fence about you quietly unfollow your bubbler feed. The horror terrorists thank you for contributing to the entropy of the afterlife. Me too, Cockhat. Yeah, for real. Cockhat's just like mad. Let's talk to him. Can I talk to only him? I can't talk to only him. Okay. Let's go have a conversation with Latula. Probably be faster to go this way. Not Cancri, dear God. Yeah, for real. I like fanfiction Cancri. I'll see if I can find one of my Cancri drabbles. I don't know if I can. I'd have to like really look around. Okay, Latula. Talk to Latula. Hey. Yo, what's up, girl? Latula, it's just me. I don't think anyone is looking. No need to go so heavy on the rad girl routine. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'll chill it down a bit. What's on your think pan, Pomery? Meeting our ancestors as kids, or... I mean our descendants as kids. However you want to spin it. Ancestors, ascendants, dancestors. Bingo. Dancestors is what we call them, by the way. These guys, like Porim, Latula, Mina, they're dancestors. Because they're descendant ancestors. It has me thinking about our rebooted lives on Alternia and what we grew up to be. Makes me wonder about fate. If it's something that's even comprehensible. Yeah. For instance, on Alternia, my relationship with Cancri seemed to make some sense. I could definitely see our lives becoming entangled in that way, karmically speaking. But then there are other developments that are still mysterious to me. Like, as far as I know, you and Arania always got along, didn't you? Radglare, Kind Fang. I guess. I never spent much time thinking about Circuit, to be honest. I always thought she was a self-absorbed snooze, if you really want to know. Z, not even the rad kind of Zs. Exactly. Nothing much to your relationship to speak of at all. But in your post-scratch lives, you had such major issues together. Even your descendants inherited it, and continued the contentious cycle until there was bloodshed. Redglare, Mindfang. Really? Huh. Did you not know that? Mindfang gave you 5, then left you hanging. Never really thought about it, but now that you mention it, that outcome makes all sorts of sense to me. It does? How? Just does, babes. I don't really understand karma. That's 'cause you're not a mind player. Oh, could you explain to me how it works then? Psh, as if. That wouldn't be a very rad thing to do. What do I look like, Circuit, to you? Hey, check out this outstanding heel flip. I don't... sigh. Okay, let's see it. We can rebubble. Rebubble the memory. The memory you just rebubbled was in violation of the Furthest Ring's content policy. The administrators, horror terrorists, have suspended your soul, and you're now blocked from rebubbling memories, unless you really want to. We can't be Lachala, so let's walk away. Oh, we have to be Carcat to go through that door, because it's grey. I don't think there's anyone else we can talk to. Let's try to be Cancri. Because I think as Porim we can be Cancri. Yeah, be Cancri. What? You want to be me? What sort of nonsense request is that? Can you see I'm in the middle of a direly important word dump? I mean, man-to-man conversation with Carcat. I might consider it if you asked more nicely, or at the very least more radically. Okay. Who would want to be Cancri? I know. I know. But we have to be Cancri at some point. Because we need to move him away from Carcat to free Carcat up so we can be Carcat to go through that door. Okay, so we can't be Lachala this way. So I think we have to transfer to Mina. Be Mina. I really can't blame you for being in such a hurry to go kill him. Huh? The Lord of Time. Actually, it's a good example of what I've always been trying to say to Cancri, but he doesn't buy it. Snotty brat privilege. After the scratch, our world continued to be matriarchal upon superficial observation, but was subject to considerably more sinister cloaked form of patriarchal tyranny all along. What are you talking about? Your post-scratch self, who grew up to be the Empress, was really just the Lord's slave all along, implicitly during her long reign through manipulation by his cunning employee, an excellent host. And then explicitly, after the extinction of our race, she formally became his servant and did his bidding long thereafter. What? He did the same with Damara. She was his loyal time witch, helping him turn our world into the nightmare it became. When her usefulness came to an end, he pitted you and her against each other in, I guess, a twisted redux of the conflict you and she had in the past. The outcome was somewhat different this time. Yo, that is messed up. The bottom line is, in addition to being an all-around bastard, this guy appears to enjoy being especially nasty to girls. So, Caliborn's a misogynist. We know this. He refers to women as bitches. And it turns out that Lord English, whom is adult Caliborn, is continuing his pattern of behavior. And is continuing to specifically target women. So yeah. If it's true he's hunting down the ghost of his departed sister, then I really feel sorry for her. Yeah. No, fuck that. Ah. I'm going to slaughter that ugly muscle monster. Ah. I will steal his shitty coat and wear it on my throne. Ah. I will rip off his skull and gild it. And then I will wear it as my crown while his bleeding green torso bows before me. Gaggle. Wow. Best of luck with that. Be Mina. There we go. So I think we can be Lachala. Yeah, let's be Lachala. Girl, who doesn't want to be me? You think you can just waltz into this bubble and start being any red gamer girl you cross paths with? Yeah, right. You have a long, long way before you earn enough rad creds to be me. Or as I like to call them, crads. Crads. TM. Let you shut up and tell me what horseshit thing you want me to do. It's gonna cost ya. You have to like all my Redis memories, then rebubble at least 413 of them. The number 413, not AIE. You cannot be serious. Psych. K-Tools, I'm outie. Oh, wait, don't be like that. We can still cut a deal. Let me think. Alright, kid. Tell you what, since I dig your style, I'll give you a shot. You may think you rule, whereas most others drool. But what I want to know is, how bad can you thrash stuff? I just need to scope your kickflip chops. Make sure everything checks out. See if your techniques are where they need to be at. Kickflip chops. Yeah, girl, show me your studs. Maybe something in a hand plant. Ooh, what shit would be wicked malicious? Grinding down a railing? Yeah, whole poles. That ought to be flagrant enough to prove your redness for sure. 4 is a homonym. Again, yo. So what do you say, paycheck? You ready to start ripping so many hellacious shreds that this fierce shitty biz nasty will start getting deliriously rude breeze in it? Just give me the Boyd pyro. Oh. That's my phone. That's my phone. That's important. Hold on. What is it? Oh, okay. It's a text from my former roommate who is visiting me tomorrow. I told him to bring a Tupperware container so I could make some special fried rice for him for his journey back home. Alright. We have a skateboard. You got Latula's 4-wheel device. Oh yeah, what's up, gamers? Let's go. We're gonna grind down a railing. Do a sick grind down the railing. Yeah. That was so freaking radical. Holy smokes, girl. I didn't even think you even had grains like that. So, you say you want to be me, huh? Well, you got it. Hell's girl. I'm not sure if I shouldn't be the one asking to be you. Okay. We are now Latula, which means we can go talk to Cancri. I love the Game Girl song. It's so good. And it's by Toby Fox. Oh man, we love the Game Girl song. It's so good. Thank you, Toby Fox, for it. It's such a gift. All right, let's continue. Talk to Cancri. Bro, I hear you've been hassling the new kids. What's up with that? Hassling? Far from it. I've merely discovered a new and far less ungrateful flock, which has not yet become woefully jaded to my messages of positive social change. Hashtag new followers. You can't fool me, Hanks. You're boring that poor dude to death. You just want to make a ghost out of him so you can keep him here forever. Which ain't right. You have to let that bro die of his own mad volitions. R.E. mistakes like us. Can you scoot away on your little wheeled toy for immature wigglers? I was in the middle of a sermon. I mean, conversation. Why don't you have some grief? Why don't you save him some grief and give him one of your old memos? Remember those? how many sweeps did you spend trying to force us to read that trash? Fruity, righteous, blowhard factory. I don't remember, and no, I won't be sharing my old memos with him. They were written very poorly, and my methods of argumentation were flawed and extremely childish. I've deleted most of those memories from these bubbles, so don't bother rooting around for them. Frankly, they stunk. Hey. Oh, man, sorry. I completely forgot that stunk was an ableist slur. Please forgive my insensitivity towards your disability. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. Sorry, trigger warning, ableism. It's chill. I was only acting offended to bug you. No, really, it was inexcusable of me, and I should have at least proceeded with my callous remark with a trigger warning. Trigger warning, embarrassed, retractions ahead. I have no business making light of your impairment, thus failing to check my nasal privilege and potentially bringing back painful and devastatingly triggering memories of the old cycle of revenge between you and some friends, which resulted in the loss of your olfactory sense. I have to admit I was skeptical at first about whether that really qualified as a true disability, warranting sensitivity and the promotion of awareness, but being close to you as a friend and carefully examining my privilege has really opened my eyes. Oops, that euphemism is slightly ableist to the blind. What I meant was broaden my horizons on the nature of disability. Sorry. Nasal privilege horizons broaden is horizontal width longening. I'm sick of this guy. Where are the irons? Someone chain this fucker up. Get the irons. For real. Yeah, that's funny, because it never would have occurred to me to take it all that seriously as a handicap without you making a federal case out of it for so long on my behalf. Thanks, Kank. Mad disadvantaged. Bro times. God, I had to check what she was trying to say. My pleasure, really. It's truly amazing that you've managed to triumph over adversity to become a great role model for others. Excellent at video games and totally stellar skateboarding person, all while being a girl, no less. Misogyny. We love it. Poor car cat, man. Poor car cat. Alright, let's be Cancry. Be me? I'm not sure if that's... Oh, come on, Kinkles. Please. Well, okay, I'll interrupt my imperative dialogue just this once, for you. We're now Cancry, sorry. So, let's quickly talk to Carcat, just to get that conversation out of the way. And then we'll talk to Lachula, we'll talk to, Porm, and then, Mina, and then we'll switch back to Carcat. We need to control Carcat to get through that door. Inspiration poured out is poor girl. Well, the thing is, her disability is that she can't smell, right? Which is a valid disability. I've seen people since COVID, they've lost their ability to smell, which sounds like it wouldn't be an issue, but the problem is they can't smell when food has gone bad, right? Which is kind of dangerous for their health. Because a lot of the times, people usually sniff milk to see if it's gone off, to see if it's safe to drink or not. Things like that. And they can't do that anymore. So it is indeed a disability that needs to be recognized as a problem, right? But he's saying, oh, you can skateboard and do games. And the thing is, he alludes to that being impressive, that she can do those things without a sense of smell. But then he backhands her by saying, it's amazing that you can do all those things because you're a girl. And it's like, the backhanded misogyny is wild. Like, oh my god. And he also, like, does not care about Porum's feminism stuff. Like, he backhands her so much with that. And he slut shames. So Cancry is a straight up misogynist. Just to be clear. Straight up misogynist. Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna... Yeah, I've almost finished my stamina potion, so... Alright. I'll put that there. There we go. Out the way. Alright. One moment, please, Carcat. I'm going to wander around briefly in an autonomous fashion. I know you're very excited to continue our discussion, and I promise I'll return very shortly so that we may resume. Just remain standing here in this exact spot while you take time to let the wisdom of my words take root in your heart. And try not to wander off with anybody, okay? Be right back. BRB. I love that Carcat just will not entertain him in the slightest. Let's talk to Latula. Oh, hey, Latula. I thought I heard your device grinding on various surfaces nearby. How are your athletic toy stunts going? Are you getting a lot of air? Am I saying that right? Did you hang 10? No, that can't be right. You knows it, bro. Can't even touch this. I'm escaping to the side from above. From every which way, basically. She's fucking upside down. Well, I wasn't going to attempt to make any sort of physical contact with you. And even if I did, I have no doubt that you would be able to maneuver away from my grasp on your speedy little platform. Either way, I'm more than content to let you escape in any direction of your choosing, if that's your wish. Dude, just when I think you've already said the squarest thing possible, you go and say something like that. Huh. I guess, you know, it's really nice we can talk like this. It is? Yeah, I was just thinking lately about your new post-scratch friends. Particularly the young Ventus and Pyrope iterations on their team and how they're pretty similar to us, but also really different. Yeah. Lil Me is blind. Did you even know that? Have you seen her little dragon suit? So cute. Yes, but that's not really what I'm talking about. She and Carcat have a different relationship from the one we have. Theirs is much more turbulent, which is fueled presumably by romantic tension. I'm picking up on some major vacillation vibes from their situation. It's kind of unfortunate, but it makes me grateful that we never got to that point. Hells yeah, who needs that? I'm sure it's most likely due to the fact that we stayed entirely away from the sting bug's nest of romantic entanglement, which of course is related to my path of celibacy, which, as you know, is just a personal choice. One which, for some reason, my post-scratch adult self eventually strayed from. With Mulin, of all people. But that's neither here nor there. Seriously, I mean, she's nice, but really? We have another name drop. Mulin. There you go. You and Muse still cracks me up. Yes, but regardless, what I'm saying is it's great we stayed away from that, and it's helped me appreciate you as a friend, and admire all your good qualities, platonically, of course. You're right. It's been pretty rad when you put it that way. Like how you never bought into the usual roles of your caste. As an Aqua, not even the more well-intended social conventions of your privileged aristocratic bloodline. You never looked down on anybody, or saw it as your civil duty to take care for or improve the warmer classes, falling prey to unfortunate tendencies involving cerulean savior complex, or the blue blood's burden. Trigger warning on that, obviously, which sadly became so inseparable from the fabric of the spectral order. with each class conditioned to view those below it the same way. The obstacles to raising awareness were almost insurmountable, but unlike the cooler hues on our team, more privileged than you, like your circuits, your Zahaks, your Emperors, I never got the sense that you put the slightest bit of stock in any of that, and I think that's pretty amazing. Cerulean Saviors, Teal Templars, Violet Valiants, Purple Paladins. Yeah, that's just a drag. Why would I bother with any of that? I mean, I'll help lowbloods learn stunts and cheat codes if they want, but that's it. Right. And I'm just saying, if my head was ever clouded by romantic feelings for you, I probably wouldn't be able to appreciate that about you. Just like I wouldn't be able to appreciate the fairly cool Z's you put at the end of many words, or say things loudly with enthusiasm, even if it's not particularly warranted. It really is. Yeah. Woo! Or the way your hair flows in the wind when you scoot over some sort of obstacle on your device really fast. Or the way you make this funny little noise just as you connect with one of your copious high fives, which can only be heard over the loud snap if you listen really closely. Yeah, I noticed some stuff like that about you too, I guess. Or the way you've always shown kindness to people who needed help, without making them feel tragic or helpless for accepting it. Or the way you still manage to look stylish even without your cool shades. Or sometimes when they're propped up on your head just in front of your horns. Or I don't know if you remember that time Mina baked everybody a cake. It was the first sweep anniversary of entering the game, one of the rare moments of solidarity and good cheer among our entire team at once. Everyone was raving about how good the fresh-baked cake smelled, so you took a big sniff, I guess, forgetting for a moment you couldn't smell. Then you quickly caught yourself and played it cool, making sure no one noticed, which no one did. But I noticed, and I just thought that was kind of endearing. Anyway, I think all that would have been completely lost on me if we didn't have this strong platonic bond. Good luck with Calc. Good luck with Calc. I hope it goes well. I'm going to manifest that it's easy for you, and it's a breeze, and you can get through it without any stress. Manifesting. Okay, good luck. Good luck. I think all of that would have been completely lost on me if we didn't have the strong platonic bond. I just thought I'd say that. I guess I'll get going now. See you around, Lashila. It's rebubbled up. You rebubble this memory and forget to tag it. All of your followers are severely triggered by its content. You can hear their tortured moans all the way from the triggered soul purgatory, which is in the belly of an enormous beast that's so wretched. You even glance at it. The tears instantly come gushing out your eye sockets, form a liquid boot, and kick you in the crotch. Okay, so I think we got all the messages for the rebubble, so we don't need to do that anymore. Nice. Let's go. We are going to talk to Mina. Here we are. Talk to Mina. Whoa, Mina. I didn't see you come in. You should have come say hello. Oh. Yeah, I didn't want to bother you and shout at you over there. I'd talk or listen or to be around you. It would have been alright. Carcat and I were only a few hours from wrapping up our first of what I'm presuming will be many sessions together. So many. You and I have so much to discuss. I've really crystallized some problems. Eternity has really helped make some progress on issues that matter to everybody, even groups of people who didn't technically exist. I've had a lot of time to think about that and about us, our team, I mean, and the mistakes we made, which were probably blessings in disguise. I know we had our differences, with you claiming the role as sort of our de facto leader in terms of strategy and execution, literal execution. I suppose, while I rose to prominence among our peers as the undisputed spiritual shepherd of the group, hurting all the goddamn wool beasts, fucking pain in the ass. Whatever you say. Undisputed spiritual shepherd? I've also heard you're recruiting members for a militia. Another bold endeavor, not surprising. Though, before you embark, I do hope you'll set aside at least several sweeps to listen to some of my Hey, Vantis, I really want to hear more of your garbage and listening to it all with hella bated breath. Baited like worms and such fishing. But, like, I really miss that you have no idea. But I have to go do a thing. Yeah. Real quick. Oh. Can you wait? Like, right here? Exactly this spot for a few minutes. Absolutely. Really, no hurry. I'll take the time to prepare some of my opening statements to better contextualize my prohibitability, loquacious or wrong. I mean, friendly banter. BRB, dog. Be Mina. We're gonna say no for now because I want to go talk to Porim real quick as Cancri. Let's talk to Porim. In the future, I'll thank you. I'll thank you not to embarrass me in front of my new friends, new disciples, friends. I mean friends. Wait, what I say definitely meant friends. I really don't need you policing my awareness-raising rhetoric. You're not my human mother. Weird human familial structures. What does that even mean? You would understand if you spent time actually researching other cultures to gain a more comprehensive foundational perspective on our systemic problems instead of meddling in other people's enlightening and enormous conversations. I mean enormous in progressive virtue. All these sweeps and you still act like such a wiggler sometimes. Hey, is that grub sauce on your face? What? No. Yes, it is. You have a big smudge of sauce right there. You're a mess, Canny. Come here. No! No! Stop! Don't touch me! I got it! See, it's fine! Don't wipe it off with your sleeve. Oh my god, I just washed that for you. Ghost laundry. I don't care. I didn't ask you to wash my sweater. I keep telling you I have no interest in before possessions, or Alternian or earthly. We aren't on befores anymore. I worked hard on that sweater, and I'm not going to stand by while you encrust it in grub sauce. I was perfectly happy without the sweater, to be honest. I'm much less than thrilled with how it obscures my pant line. You can't even see my nice belt. Sigh. You make me sigh so much I'm almost left sightless. Why are you always so contrary with me? To be honest, I think your need to rebel against whatever I suggest is what drives your dismissal of my views more than anything about the views themselves. I don't dismiss your views. I respect them. I've told you this. I think the role of gender in before in society is probably a really fascinating and advanced subject to explore. See, I can appreciate the subject, of course. I just don't think anyone is ready for that yet. There are so many other hurdles to overcome first. Hurdles? Kenny, you should seriously stop overthinking this stuff. Even I don't know what you're talking about most of the time. Look, I'm just saying, it's a huge risk opening that can of dirt noodles, trying to educate people on that subject on top of everything else. I just don't want to distract from all the more glaring issues that desperately need the full attention of our people, if we're gonna make any progress as a civilization. Just to be clear, the reason why he's a bad social justice warrior is because if you are a true activist, you would highlight all issues and you would not rank them in priority, okay? Like, you would talk about every issue and you would advocate for every issue. You wouldn't prioritize them and then be like, oh, that one's not as important as the other, so I'm not going to talk about it. That's not true activism. True activism is being able to look at the entire picture and go, all of this sucks. Look at all of these problems. All of these problems need fixing. All of them are an issue. Not just the ones that you pick and choose based on priority. And that's why he is not an activist. He is a poser. Progress as a civilization. Cancri, our people are extinct, and you're worried about distracting from the more glaring issues. Everyone is dead. Parim, I'm very disappointed to hear you say that. That was an extremely corporeal normative remark. Corporeal normativity, mortality, privilege, soul shaming. Okay, let's be Parim. Oh, did Cancri reset? I think he did. Hold on. Wait, where's Lachula? Okay, Lachula's here. Hold on. Be Lachula. Be Cancri. Alright, let's fix this. Oh, did I lock myself in? Hold on. Be Lachula. Be Parim. There we go. Okay, and now I need to do this. Do. Okay, now we're gonna be Mina. Okay, and that means Cancri will stay there, and we can get Carcat. Psst. Hey, Vantus. What? Now's your chance. Let's blow this nautical stand. Nautical popsicle? Close enough. Oh. I don't think I'm supposed to. Shouty, you can't let the boring nerd tell you how to roll. You want to stand there listening to his shelf-important abalone all day? Not really. Shelf-important Malaboni? Goddamn sea dwellers. Then come on. Okay. We're gonna sneak Carcat around so that we don't go past Cancri. Because I don't know if that'll trigger him and make him talk to us. Open door. Vantus, give me a password. Huh? This your door, ain't it? Makes you say that. The symbol on the door is the same on your fucking shirt. Come on, it ain't blast off device science. Pachoo. Okay, yeah, it's mine. Maybe I got tired of interloping shitbags traipsing through my private personal memories. You don't need a whisper anymore. Ain't no one around. Oh. Now what's the password? Move over, I'll type it for you. No, just tell me, Shouty. Oh my god, that's so unreasonable. How is it not pretty much the most unreasonable fucking thing in the world? Just let me type my own password. Dude, you want Cancri to find you and tuck your nubs off again? No, anything but that. Oh dear god. Alright, I'll tell you, just don't go blabbing it around. Password is... If I hate myself so much, then why don't I marry myself? What? If I hate myself so much, why don't I marry myself? Bro, you gotta speak up. If I hate myself so much, then why don't I marry myself? What are you, deaf? That's your P word? What in glub's name does that mean? Nothing is none of your business. Just something that reminds me of an old friend, alright? Can we get going now? Fuck yeah, this way, Shouty. You will not regret hitching your wagon to my starfish. Alright, let's go. Next part. So, Shouty. Or Kinkret, was it? Been mean to ask you. Hey, where'd he go? Sigh. So hard making friends. Okay, so Carcat's fucked all the way off. And now we need to explore. This is Carcat's memory. Okay. Oh, Serrania! Talk. Hey, you see where Laudavantis went? Yes, I saw him scurry by a moment ago. He went that way into a memory of his old neighborhood. Man, what gives? Does my breath stink, or do I need a fish mint? I think he just wants to be alone. He tried to lock his memories away from others, I guess without realizing these bubbles can be very permeable. If the memory is big enough, people will be able to wander into it from many directions. He probably won't be too happy to find more of our friends hanging out here. Oh shit. More of the gang is that way? Guess I better go talk to them too. Yay, more useless tools. Probably have to bail Shouty out yet again. Damn kid makes you work. That's probably why you're obsessed with him. Shut up. Circuit, what are you doing? Yo, what is this shit? You selling something here? If so, I should warn you, I'm a little low on funds these days. I'm offering explanations. I will explain anything you desire. Haha, you must be out of your sea spongy. You think I'm a part with anything of value for a shitty speech. Oh no, you misunderstand. It is I who will pay you 5 boombucks if you listen to an explanation on any topic of your choosing. Oh, good grief. So what topic will it be? Hang on, I'm thinking. Can't decide on a topic? No, can't decide if it's worth listening to you even if you pay me. Now I know you're messing with me. I know you can't say no to easy money. Yeah, you're right. If I fall asleep, do I still get paid? Lay it on me. Okay, tell me about Cancri Vantas. Here we go. These are lore drops, by the way, on the ancestors. Dancestors, I should say. So if you want more information about them, here it is. Thank you, Arania Circuit. Here we go. The Seer of Blood, that's his god tier, played quite a different role on our team from that of his successor. Though his potential as a blood player went similarly unrealized, it was only when he grew up on Alternia that he began to tap into his abilities, triggering recollection of our lives on before us and what we all went through. So what she's explaining, by the way, she's explaining it in a very roundabout, non-clear way, right? She's very vague. But basically, it's important to note that god tiers are inherent. They are who you are as a person, which is why, even pre-god tier, you can tap into your abilities. Like John did before he god tiered. He did the windy thing, right? He saved himself from Jack's fire that was consuming his world. And he hadn't even god tiered yet. Dave was mastering time before he even god tiered. Rose was, she was, like, checking, like, luck and fortune and probability, and she was basically sensing the future and seeing the future before it happened. And that's part of her god tier, that's what she does. And she was doing that before she god tiered, okay? So it is inherent, it is who you are. And even after the scratch, Cancri, who obviously became the Signless in Karkat's universe, had such a connection to his god tier, even as an adult. He grew up being able to sense, as a seer, his pre-scratch self in a utopian society of trolls that didn't have bloodshed, that had a peaceful upbringing, that had a more harmonious life. And when he saw this as a seer, it motivated him to fight against the brutality of his planet's society. And that's what essentially made him Troll Jesus. He was protesting against societal norms and the way that low bloods were treated, the caste system and everything, because he saw that on the other planet, his, like, pre-scratch self lived happily and lived a peaceful existence without being targeted. And he saw the joy in that, and he wanted that for everyone. So yeah, as a seer, he was able to see himself across different timelines and universes. And Rose did a similar thing in that the doomed Rose from the Doom timeline, where Dave's sprite came from, she was able to connect with her dream self. And when the timeline died and she died, her dream self connected with the Alpha timeline's Rose's dream self. And basically those 4 months where they were absorbing information about the game, that transferred to current Rose, which is why she has extra information on the game. So seers are really able to do that. They're really able to connect with timelines and probabilities and see themselves in other positions, in other timelines, because that's what they do. So that's how Troll Jesus came to be. I should say Troll Jesus is what they call him. He remembered our more peaceful way of life and his desire to unite people. As an adult, he was able to do this much more effectively and maturely, heroically even. He learned how to inspire others and be a true leader, even when odds were stacked against him and his violent culture. It cost him his life, but his message lived on. I believe the Knight of Blood now carries his burden, whether he's decided to accept it or not. Many of us in Alternia grew up to become secret followers of his teachings. Just as many of us follow them through, I'd say, with a bit more detachment, because we're dead. Speaking personally, I'd refer to myself as more of a fan of his story and what it represents. Both the hidden potential in our friend he never quite found, and the hidden potential in all our people. During our session, Cankry's trials as a leader were just as frustrating as those of his successor. He found it very hard to get others to take him seriously, while you would often try to divide us with your troublemaking, and turn us against each other to make us stronger, unsuccessfully, I might add. He would try to unite us through proselytizing and lecture just as unsuccessfully. Wow, that sure was a bunch of stuff I already knew. Yes, and now it's fresher in your memory than ever. Thank you for listening, and here are your 5 boon dollars. Pleasure doing business with ya. Tell me about Latula Pyro. The Knight of Mind. To even the most casual observer, is clearly the more radical instance of the two Pyropes. Both, of course, have disabilities which, if discovered, would slate each for culling in their respective cultures. Culling, of course, means something quite different on Before Us. It means she would have been selected by a member of a higher case for adoption and coddled excessively. But for someone with a lifestyle as radical as hers, I'm sure you'll agree that would have been a fate worse than death. Circuit, yo, this exposition is some straight-up redonkulous junk even by your standards. Would you like to make some money or not? You know me, I'm all about the boon jammins. Then please stand there quietly while I continue. Ugh, Finn. After the tragic accident which left her nasally impaired, her mighty dragon Lucis, ancient and wise beyond our comprehension, began to teach her new ways to smell, to reinvent the sense using other sense organs such as eyes and ears, awakening completely new experiences in her mind. She was truly an inspiration and proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that any handicap can be overcome, and doesn't have to stop you from being as rad as you truly can be. What? Sucky, you're whistling through my blowhole with this idiotic shit. Yes, that last part was a joke. Lighten up, Paishes. Yeah, what do we have to do to seal the deal here? Seal, you know, the marine bike beast. Well, just tell me the bare minimum that what I need to snag my bonies and run. Okay, even though Latula has been dating my tuna. Name drop, my tuna. And apparently Latula's dating. Latula has been dating my tuna steadily for eons. It's hardly a secret to anyone that she and Cankry have had complicated, unrequited feelings for even longer. So really, much like their descendants. And we're done. Here you go. Fucking score. Alright, pour in, let's go. The Maid of Space was, of course, our all-important space player and stoker of the Forge, but as you know, we never made much progress on the frog breeding front, or really any aspect of the game before the Reckoning. Way too disorganized, way too much teen drama. Much of that drama, of course, centered around Cancri, and Parham tended to be the one to keep him out of trouble. This relationship persisted in their lives on Alternio, which unfortunately didn't work out too well for her in the end. I'd addressed my involvement with that, but you seem to be tapping your foot, so I think I'll skip over that part of the story. Before her drinker abilities had awakened, she grew up in the case most solely devoted to tending to the mother grub, hatching the young and proliferating the brood. The Jade Bloods were also an almost exclusively female caste. This is bullshit, by the way. Ignore it, because I genuinely don't believe that they have sexes. They only have one, because they are a fucking, like, bug species. And if all of them provide genetic fluid in reproduction, then that means there is no sexual dimorphism, and they are all one single sex. I'm just saying, this, like, Andrew Hussey, you did not think through your alien race that much, because I'm poking holes. I'm poking holes. Big ones. I'm poking them. Anyway. And she began to resent the roles she was hatched into, designated for both her class and gender. She challenged these roles wherever they existed in before in society, as well as where she found them woven into our session, in kingdoms, class assignments, consort culture, and the like. But over the sweeps in our failed session, she found within herself a renewed interest in the duty that came with her bloodline, which was, of course, the persistence of our people. A burden which her descendant must now bear. All life and before us had been wiped out, and we'd failed our game. So she helped me search for a new way to reset the Z. I was almost finished. You're just telling me shit I know, Surik. She was sort of my friend too, remember? Can you spice this jam up? I don't. Didn't she like sleep with everybody? Give me all the dirt on that. What? No, Mina, I'm not paying you so that you can listen to me indulge in such scandalous gossip. Now, what was I talking about? Gosh, I've lost my train of thought. Why you blushing, girl? Oh my god, you and she? Noodles of intense curiosity. Oh man, why didn't you ever tell me? I thought we was friends. Look, 3 sweeps is a long time to spend in a failed, pointless session. You look into the future and see about a life lasting for maybe thousands of sweeps with nothing to look forward to, and it was just kind of a phase, just a little red fling, okay? It barely even lasted half a sweep. And, hey, if I give you 10 boombox, can we stop talking about this? Make it a cool 100, and you got a deal. Ugh, fine, just take it. Her imperious condescension thanks you for your generous contribution to the new empire. I'm glad you're a good guy this time. You really hatched to be such a bitch. There we go. Let's peace out. That was an intense lore drop. I love it. Okay, right. Let's walk around and see what there is. Oh, that's the end of the game. No, we're not done here. Hold on. Let's explore. What is around here? Is there really nothing else? Okay, I guess it's the end of the game. Yep, we're done. Continue playing on the next page. Okay. Let's go. Alright. You pause your adventure through the afterlife because you've been at it for too long already. You'll get back to this in a little while. You just know more of your dead loser friends are lurking in this area. You can feel their lameness emanating from beyond the grave. You can also feel it emanating from within the grave, which is good because that's where you are, the grave. What we really need to do is see what John's been up to. It almost feels like it's been a year since we saw him. Hell, it's probably even his birthday again. When is it ever not John's birthday? Year 2. We're on Loaz, Land of Wind and Shade. John's house. And he's watching Connor. Look at all the cakes. Jaspers. We got some salamanders. We've even got an imp here watching. That's so funny. Alright. Jade? Jade. Wait. Jade? Huh? I think I just realized something. What? This movie fucking sucks. What? But you love this movie. Yeah, I know. I mean, I thought I did. It's been kind of a long time since I last saw it. I really remember it being a lot better than this. But now everything just seems so cheesy and stupid. But you were making such a big deal about finally getting me to watch it with you on your birthday. You were going on and on about how I wouldn't be disappointed, but now you're saying you don't like it? I don't know. I'm trying to like it. I want to like it. I want to feel the same magic that was there all the other times I watched it, but I can't because it's just not good. Really? I was kind of enjoying it. It's very silly. I really don't think it's the kind of movie you're supposed to take all that seriously, John. But I did take it seriously. I guess maybe that's a kind of the point. I always thought all this hokey bullshit was legitimately awesome and compelling. What was I even thinking? I don't know, but people can change their minds about things. I think you're allowed to change your mind about a silly movie. I used to love the Squiddle show when I was really young, but as I got older, I started to realize it wasn't as great as I thought it was. I was just too young to see how it was actually a flagrant vehicle for selling merchandise. And if you believe the conspiracy theorists, it might even have been pushing some other dark hidden agendas. So I stopped liking the show itself as much, but that didn't change the fact that I had a lot of fun memories about it. I still loved all the cute characters and would enjoy it on a nostalgic level. I just realized we're reading now. Well, maybe later I'll be able to rekindle some nostalgic feelings about it, but right now I just feel like a dope for taking this up so hard. What is even the problem with it? I've been watching this and thinking, yep, I can see why John was so obsessed with this movie. It's funny. It's just non-stop terrible action movie cliches. Look, I love Nic Cage. He's basically my hero, okay? But I'm kind of just realizing that he's embarrassingly bad in this movie. He's just doing this corny parody of a southern guy who's down on his luck and acts charming with his goofy accent and stuff. Some things I used to think were so badass are just coming off as ridiculous now. Can you believe that one time we were watching this movie when he said, "Put the bunny back in the box"? I actually high-fived my dad. This time, that line just made me roll my eyes. There's so much crappy dialogue. Cyrus, this is your barbecue, and it tastes good. Ah. But he was trying to sound like a hardened criminal to win the trust of John Malkovich. Gee, please, it was a cheesy line. Don't be so naive. What? You spent your whole life worshipping this dumb movie, and now you're calling me naive? Okay, I'm sorry. I guess in fairness to you, I've only just begun to climb the steep learning curve of this vexing and hypnotic film. But I'm no longer bound by its spell, Jade. Oh god, vexing and hypnotic? It's a movie full of explosions about a guy with a mullet. What is with you lately? You seem to be in such a crappy mood these days. I'm fine. This movie is what's crappy these days. Oh, blah, blah. Can we just finish the rest of the movie? Look, you made us miss a whole bunch of stuff. Hang on, I'm gonna rewind it. Who cares what we missed? Just Cameron's stupid Poe and his idiot wife-beater babbling some more southern homespun heroic nonsense. Heart of gold, my ass. Everything Dave ever said about this movie was right. I can't believe I used to think he was just trolling me. The stupid junkyard scene where Cyrus makes a little model out of rocks and stuff just so he could tell the criminals to surround some army guys and shoot him, that was pointless. And all this heavy-handed scoring, oh my god. The music makes every little thing into such a federal issue. Like, oh man, some minor characters being introduced in slow motion. Dun 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 dun. There, now you officially know they're all badasses. Also, I somehow didn't even remember Dave Chappelle being in this movie. He was pointless too. Who's Dave Chappelle? And you know, the Malloy guy? The dickhead cop who we're supposed to hate because of how he gives John Cusack a hard time and makes asshole decisions with a helicopter. Well, screw that. He wasn't so bad. So what if he was a little grumpy? And he was just trying to do his job. He had one of the best lines in the movie, actually, which is another thing we're supposed to hate him for. What is it? About how Cusack was probably out saving a tree and recycling his sandals or some shit? Now that I think about it, I fucking love Malloy. I'm gonna rewind it and watch the scene again. No! Don't touch your remote! Oh, and we're supposed to be like, yeah, when Cusack wrecks Malloy's awesome sports car. But that was a nice car. John Cusack shouldn't have ruined it like that for laughs. I know I wasn't laughing, were you? Yes. John Cusack was such a terrible character in this movie now I think about it. I don't really get what added to it. He was like second hero, but Dorhier, what did he even really do? He scampered around the junkyard for a while, goofing off, and then, when it was time to shine, he demonstrated his mastery over heavy machinery. Wow, he can operate a crane. I'm thrilled by the exploits of this pedantic weenie. I guess he's actually like Cage's estranged sidekick. Almost like Robin that Batman never realized he had. Now that I think about it, this movie was always an oddly poignant tale of bromance between Cage and Cusack. Just two bros separated by destiny waiting to be united. Then they finally come together to kick some ass. It's arguably more moving than when he reunites with his wife and daughter. I wonder if I'll think that scene sucks now too. It used to move me to tears, but now I'll probably think it's so lame. I'm almost afraid to watch it. Maybe I should try to leave at least some memories untainted. John, you're kind of sounding like a crazy person now. Yeah, right. Crazy like a fowl. What? I guess there was a stray feather clinging to my pajamas. It just poked me in the ass. Goddamn Dave Sprite. That guy molds like he's going out of style. Oh. Yeah. Where is he anyway? I specifically told Dave Sprite several times when my party would start because I knew he would do this. He's already missed half the movie. Why you always call him Dave Sprite? Because that's his name. Dave Sprite. No, I mean, why do we say it like that? With the space between the words. It's not Dave Sprite. It's just Dave Sprite. Whatever. I can't believe he's standing me up on my birthday. Maybe he doesn't want to hang out with Jaspers. Jaspers, I hope you're not going to start chasing him around again when he gets here. Hiss. Dude, shut up. Yeah, John. I don't think Dave Sprite is coming tonight. Oh man, really? I knew we shouldn't have invited both him and Jaspers. It's just party planning basics. No, it has nothing to do with Jaspers. Oh, then why? He, kind of broke up with me. What? They were dating? When did that happen? A couple days ago? No way. I cannot accept this. John, it's okay, you don't have... You and Dave Sprite were like the glue holding everything together on this miserable road trip. We were? Yes, Jade, you are a rock. You're a rock? What are you talking about? Come on, Jade. You and Dave Sprite were like an institution on this stupid golden battleship. We were not an institution. You're just saying meaningless things now. Why did he break up with you? It's complicated. Basically, he's just going through a lot of stuff right now. Stuff? What stuff? Jade, we're all going through stuff. You don't see me flying off the handle, breaking up with my girlfriend. Do you have a girlfriend? That's not the point. The point is that Dave Sprite is a douche. I don't think he's a douche. He's just... No, he's an orange feathery douche. Why is he such a basket case? He's like regular Dave, but like aloof Enigma edition. Maybe it's just because he's part bird. I think becoming a bird and a sprite is something weird to him. I don't think being a bird ever bothered him. Like I said, it's all more complicated than that. Normal Dave was just so much more level-headed. I have to admit, I spent a lot of time wondering what he and Rose are up to. Me too. Maybe it's for the best he broke up with you. Why? Well, what kind of future do you think you'd have with him? He's a sprite. Like, really. What even is a sprite? How long do they live? Will he still be around if we win the new game we're allegedly trying to get to? I don't know. There are lots of things we don't know. And also, how do things even work if you marry a sprite? What do you mean? Okay, he has a ghost butt, for one thing. So? A ghost butt, Jade? So what if he has a ghost butt? I'm just saying. Whatever you're just saying, stop saying it. Whatever you're trying to gesture with your hands there, stop doing that too. What? No, I was just... No, totally not talking about this. But, put your hands down, John. Okay, fine. That's not down, that's up. Okay, well, at least you're not making those unsettling gestures. John, what are you doing? Nothing. I hope you're not entertaining some awkward train of thought about, No. What is with you? Today is your birthday. You're supposed to be having fun. But you've been so testy, as if you're committed to not having a good time. Well, maybe I'm just getting a little tired of being stuck on this lame boat. Don't you think it's gotten kind of old? Yeah, I guess I hear you might find it a little slow here. I don't know. I haven't minded much. Maybe it's different for me, though, because I used to live all alone. Oh, sure. I'm sure it's great for you. You get to spend your days smooching and breaking out with Dave Sprite and whatnot. And you can shrink down any old planet you feel like anytime. Whereas I have to make this whole big deal of asking you to shrink her and shrink me. But I don't mind doing that any time. I know, but you think I want to bug you about that at a drop of a hat when you're busy on dates and stuff? I just happen to have respect for something called personal boundaries. And it's not like there's really anyone else to talk to except inscrutable chess people and a bunch of brainless consorts and an idiot cat princess. Oh, and also Nana. But I mean, she's my grandmother and she's great, but I can only spend so much quality time with his grandmother before he starts to feel like kind of a loser whose friends are too busy to spend time with him. John, if you had told me this earlier, I would have... And I still never really visit any interesting dream bubbles, and we can't even finish our cool planet quest, because the moment we broke through the window, all our denizens decided to go back to sleep. And I guess what I'm saying is I'm more than ready to get to the other window and meet our friends and other new people and stuff. Are you sure you can't make this ship go faster? We're already going as fast as I can make us go. And how fast is that again? About the speed of light. Well, can't you use your space powers and bump it up a notch? No, nothing can go faster than light, John. Unless you teleport, of course. And why can't you teleport us again? I already explained this. I can't do that here. It's not within the domain of the green sun, which gives me those powers. Is that why we can't go faster than light either? No, that's just a regular law of physics. Jeez. Okay, I mean, I know that. But this isn't really a regular place, right? Isn't the speed of light like 1,000 miles a second? So what does that really mean here? Are miles and seconds the same here as on Earth? How does this nonsense dimension we're racing through jive with all the relativity mumbo-jumbo? Okay, first of all, that's not even close to the speed of light. Light travels at 186,000 miles per second, no matter what frame of reference you're in, even this one. Second of all, special relativity and comparing laws of physics between different frames of reference. Those are tricky issues to talk about, but I'd be more than happy to talk about them if you'd like. Actually, I would enjoy that because I never really got to talk about science with.
Ooh, Jade's wrecking me today. Let me hydrate. Hold on.
I gotta hydrate. Okay. No, I don't want to talk about physics. I don't know anything about the laws of physics because they're hard and boring. I simply would like them to behave in a way that's most convenient to me and my life. Is it really asking too much? Yeah, as a matter of fact, it is. Well, guess what? Science is stupid bullshit. You take that back. No, magic is awesome. Science blows. The end. John, what is that? What? Under your hood. Looks like a piece of paper stuck to your back. Huh? My darling son, if you're reading this, it means you finally come to your senses on a way shitty movie. By realizing Cage sucks, you've taken the first and biggest step towards being a total embarrassment to the Egbert family name. Speaking of which, you might want to crack into one of my metric fucking tons of shaving cream I have over for some reason. Over. Oh, god damn it. That non-visible teen stash before it starts to become a problem. Egbert men don't cotton to whiskers, as you know good and goddamn well. I didn't bust my fatherly ass to raise no Bigfoot. I'm proud as shit you're my son or whatever. Next stop, figuring out McConaughey is trash. You can do it, Junior. Strider! That bastard! What? This is totally outrageous. What is it? I will tell you what it is. It's the last fucking straw. Ah! Where are you going? I'm gonna kick his ass. What? John, no. Posing as my dead father by mimicking one of his great fatherly notes he used to hide around the house, and on the 2-year anniversary of the day he was slain by Jack Noir, a fact of which that cheeky orange asshole is plainly aware, this is a new low even for Dave, Sprite. Okay, yeah, that practical joke is in poor taste, but you should try to calm down, and... No, screw that. I'm super pissed off about this. There is only one way to settle this, and that is with an old-fashioned beatdown. Where's my hammer? Which one? Any old hammer. Whatever. It could be a hammer from the bargain bin of a hardware store for all I care. Just give me anything that's fit for clobbering a ghost-bottom dick face, who's also a bird. Sigh... I'm coming for you, Dave Sprite. You hear me, you magical son of a bitch? I know you can hear me. That stun wasn't cool. You're not cool. Like it wasn't bad enough you dumped Jay for no reason. What's the matter with you? You and Jay were a rock on this ship. You hear me? A rock! And now this bullshit? What the hell, man? I don't go around leaving fake puzzles for you like from the movie Saw, do I? Have you ever heard me say I want to play a game even once? Well, have you? No. Because that would stir up a painful memory of a dearly departed loved one, and therefore would be unbelievably shitty of me. Hey, I see you there. Get down from there right now, wise guy. Oh no, don't play dumb. I can see you plain as day. I'm onto you, buddy. Stop fakely watermarking the sky with your smug, douchey face this instant and fight me like a man. Yeah, sure, laugh it up. That makes you seem like way less of a tool. Nice going, bro. Everyone on this boat is sick and tired of your bullshit. You know what I realized? That's what I realized. Why don't you just fly away and leave us alone? How could you be so much more of a prick than the real Dave? You're the most piss-poor substitute for a best friend a guy ever had. I can't wait. Sorry, I have to check that. Okay, it's not important. Sorry about that. Like I said before, I can't turn my phone on silent because I am expecting a very important call from the government. And normally my phone is always on silent, unless I'm expecting important calls. So I apologize. Actually, no, wait. No, it's 6:30. It's 6:30. I can ignore my phone. Okay. Alright. I'm actually gonna skip this because it's ruined in the moment. There we go. I can't wait to meet up with the real Dave again. That That way, we can all go back to this awesome status quo of pretending you never existed in the first place.
John, there's no one there.
Oh, he's there, alright. He's probably just using some sprite magic so only I can see him. Don't you see, Jade? He's antagonizing me personally, not you. He's done with you, remember? He already used you like a rented mule, and now he's moving on to greener pastures.
What pastures?
It's me. I'm the pastures. And now his mule is grazing all over them while he has a good laugh.
What? Wasn't I supposed to be the mule? I don't think I understand your analogy.
No, you see, it's... The mule represented like, I don't know, like the spirit animal of his douchey ways or something. Who cares? Who cares about mules, or pastures, or Dave Sprite's stupid ephemeral sky visage? Who cares about anything? Who cares about my birthday, or Nic Cage, or this boat full of idiots? Just who cares?
John, I think you're officially throwing a tantrum here. John, are you asleep? Please don't tell me you just fell asleep in your driveway.
Yikes. Moving on. Okay, we've been going for nearly 3 hours, and we just started the next part of Open Bound. I think we're going to save it for next time. To be clear, the next stream will not be Homestuck. The next stream is going to be a game. I don't know which one. We have, I think, 3 to choose from. We can continue Solarpunk, we can continue Planet Crafter, we can continue Ark, because I still haven't beaten the Megapithecus in Ark. So I'll probably be doing that in the next stream. Maybe. Who knows? I'm going to quickly save where we are. Beautiful. You'll love to see it. Let's see. Let's get this going. There we go. I'm going to close that. Why is that so quiet? Oh no, it's quiet in my headphones because I turned it down, didn't I? Yeah. Alright, let me find out who we can raid. Who is live right now? Ooh, okay. Let me just refresh the page so I actually have a good list of who's live. Alright. Let's get our raid message going. Make sure you copy and paste so when you arrive, people know that you came from my raid. And let's raid. As always, when we go into someone else's community, please read their chat rules. Please be respectful and kind. Conduct yourself well. Stay hydrated. Make sure to have a snack. Take a break. Rest. Take care of yourselves. And thank you for being here. As always, take care of yourself. And goodbye.